The U.S. is ringing the Russian bots alarm bells once again, this time for Latin America.
State Department analysts found that Russian-linked Twitter accounts sought to sow confusion in South American nations that oppose the Moscow-backed government in Venezuela. In Bolivia, immediately after President Evo Morales resigned on November the 10th, the number of tweets associated with those type of accounts spiked to more than 1,000 a day, up from fewer than 5.
Now, amid their unproven claims about a Russian disinformation operation, they seem to have overlooked the work of a certain Luis Suarez, who calls himself a Cyber-Rambo.
It turns out I'm a Cyber-Rambo now.
The anti-Morales activist was tweeting out as many as 69 posts in a single second. In his one account, he tweeted out more than 13,000 messages claiming that the ouster of Evo Morales was not a coup. Well, the actual nature of events tells a different story than what Suarez was tweeting. Let's review.
Esta mañana despertamos y la prensa dice.
Now they try together here and there to recover political power again. And when they can't win the elections, they invent that it was fraud. Now we realize that it was not fraud, but a coup d'etat. Why am I resigning? So that my opponents cannot continue to persecute my socialist brothers. It's my duty as an indigenous president and the president of all Bolivians to seek peace.
But Suarez's voice was amplified throughout the internet, claiming that the ouster of an elected leader by the military was somehow a triumph for democracy. And did Suarez go into hiding? Not at all. Suarez actually boasted about his efforts to sway social media opinion and how they were so effective with an algorithm that was just 25 lines of code.
How it hurts that a Bolivian, with one click, produces more tweets than all the leftist efforts to support a dictator.
It's important to note that Suarez isn't just a person who's highly interested in Bolivian politics. A Bolivian himself, he's also a veteran of the U.S. military. Now, he denies that he's currently on active duty or in any way connected with Cyber Command or intelligence agencies, and we'll just have to take his word for it.
I see the hand of the U.S. in this. I see the hand of the CIA in this and the National Endowment for Democracy. This is an overwhelming amount of social media activity in support of the coup, and this was being done by a U.S. military veteran. This clearly was a coordinated effort to overthrow the democratically elected government of Evo Morales. We have to look at social media as, just another public platform. And in this case, it has been and will be used to support coup d'etats in countries like Bolivia. They're going to continue to use both the mainstream press and social media to carry out these types of regime change efforts.
But Twitter has strict policies against this kind of manipulation.
When we detect suspicious levels of activity, accounts may be locked and prompted to provide additional information.
But somehow one guy could have just spammed Evo Morales out of office. So with all this talk of Russian bots and Kremlin conspiracies, perhaps people should look for the cyber manipulators who operate a little closer to Washington, D.C. Caleb Maupin, RT, New York.